Hey everyone, it's Ray. Welcome back to my playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV Dawn Trail. It is patch 7.55, and that means one thing and one thing only to me. Hildibrand. Hildibrand is back, and we are here for the finale of the Dawn Trail Hildibrand Act. So, well, expect shenanigans. What else can I say? Let's go ahead and see what happens. So, hey Hardboiled. Detecting a lead. Hardboiled's pensive expression cuts a stark contrast to the frenetic buzz of Trueview's neon-lit streets.
Rei'tan, eager to get back to work, I see. I reconstructed the remaining files, but found no more records of monster-fied criminals, so I reckon we're clear on that front. What the last of the data did contain, though, was plans for repairing some kind of fancy-schmancy duplication device that was discovered aboard a flying vessel of unknown origin. Description of which was damn near perfectly matches the shiny disc our imbecile inspector crash-landed over Ueyawada. So now I'm wondering, what's a gadget on a ship like that used to duplicate?
How do I put this? It's replicated Hildibrand before. Here you go. Here's the data I got on it.
Anything? Even people? Oh, that ain't good. See, the files mention 3 critical materials: electrope, ceruleum, and meteorites. Sound familiar? That's the same stuff our fugitives already nicked. They got what they need to fix the device, and I'm sweating bullets imagining what they mean to do with it. Problem is, we've squeezed those salvage files dry of every last juicy lead. Can't even begin to guess where Keshkai and Carnelian might be holding up. For all we know, they've already moved on to their next step of their diabolical scheme. It's time we pumped a new source of information, and I know just the nosy bugger that'll do it. Let's play a visit to Mimon.
Oh hey, Oglop. What is that Oglop even doing? But, oh. Well, look who it is, and in new garb. Don't think that suits you, Inspector.
You may recall my mere presence seemed to anger the detective when last our paths crossed, so we take it to disguising ourselves as ordinary citizens.
I see.
Our independent investigation otherwise continues unabated. Nashu has in fact identified a new potential avenue of inquiry.
Oh really now, Nashu? I know there's an Oglop that never strays far from Detective Hardboiled's side, and I suspect this persistent insect is much more than it appears. Maybe it's a bug with a taste for gumshoe? It's been following him ever since we passed through Vanguard. This is not ordinary bug behavior. Okay.
We could be dealing with another creature possessed of a transferred criminal soul. Perhaps it's been sent to spy on the detective.
I don't feel like it's spying, more like it's watching over him.
Whatever the Oglop's intentions, we must continue to surveil this ever-present surveiller. It may prove critical to cracking the case.
Okay. You follow your lead, I'll follow mine. Anywho's it. Let's get on to observing and finding Mimon. Wherever he is. Well, this is going to be pretty much some of the last times we're going to be visiting Solution 9, because Evercold is right around the corner. As I've recorded this, the second FanFest has happened, and we've gotten a bit more detail. I'm wondering if I should make a video on my thoughts of the the next fan fest of the latest fan fest, but maybe I should hold off till the last fan fest comes out. Me and Leo could probably discuss it there, but we'll wait and see. Anywho's it. Maimond. Any cheese boy? Or Hildy? Okay, nothing. Back again? What can I do for you this time? Got an odd question for you. Alright. A device that can duplicate anything, eh? In the wrong hands, that could lead to all kinds of mischief. I haven't heard of a peep about alien gadgets, but there was something else that might interest you. Rumor has it that some half-dead bloke dressed like a lab worker was rescued out of in Heritage Found. You reckon that could be our villain, Keshkai? Could be. We'd have to talk to Circine, the hunter who found the poor bugger. Apparently he brought him back to his home in the outskirts. If this half-dead lab rat is who we think it is, then I wonder if Carnelian must have... Huh. Thanks for the tip, Maimond. Well, partner, looks like we're headed to the outskirts. Let's find this Circine fella. Oh, I did not even notice you guys there. And we shall follow wheresoever the Allcloth leads us. Seriously? I am not looking good enough for this shit. I need to be more attentive. But anyway, outskirts. One teleport later. Baboosh. Baboosh. Might have to switch to a new mount once Dawn Trail is over. Oh, it might be in the building. Oh, there's Cheese Boy again. Getting stuck on another lightning bolt. Nashu? Did you see that darn buggy behind? So round and shiny. What chicanery is that insect plotting? Perhaps it has designs upon the detective's beloved eggs? Alright. It's your scene. Ah, of course, I'd be happy to share the tale. I was culling monsters on the fringes of Everkeep when an air-wheeled wobbling through the skies above caught my attention. So erratic was the flight path that I half expected to crash into the ground, which it did not far from where I was standing. I ran over to see a man crawled free from the wreckage and collapsed, his mask and gloves marking him as a lab technician of some kind. Though the ear-wheeler had an exploder burst into flames, he looked terribly burned. I was able to rush him home and administer treatment before he succumbed to his injuries. Ugh, I can't talk. But the potent medicines must have put him in a deep slumber, so I'm afraid he is in no state to answer questions. As for his name, I found an identification card tucked into one of his pockets. Assuming it belonged to him, this man is Keshkai, researcher from a local facility. That figures. And those birds? Knowing Carnelian's preference for fire magics, I'd wager a dozen hard-boiled eggs that he's to blame. Mook, dubbed the Crime King, is not the type to play local henchman for long. Probably turned on his boss and took over the whole operation. We'll have to wait until Keshkai wakes up to get the whole story, but in the meantime, I'd rather be doing something useful. I say we head outside and consider our options. Appreciate you sharing, Circine. Keshkai is a criminal involved in a case we're investigating, so we'd be imposing on your hospitality again soon. A criminal, you say? Well, he won't be committing any crimes in his condition. I'll be sure to get word to you once he's fit enough for you to interrogate. Alrighty, so we just gotta wait for the guy to wake up. Wonder where he is. Probably upstairs. Alright, so Hardboiled? Oh. And you're still getting shocked. I doubt Carnelian would have humored his boss for long unless he had an endgame in mind. And considering his betrayal came just as they acquired everything they needed to fix the duplication gadget, he was probably after the device all along.
That's what I'm thinking, but assuming we're right, what does that mean? What does he mean to use it for? Well, we can work out on answering that question while Kishkai is still in Dreamland. There's an old pal of Cornelius who might have an insight or two. It's part of his old gang back in the day, but insists that she's on the straight and narrow now, working as a fortune teller out of a shop at Solution 9. Sarala, the girl at the front desk, handles all her appointments. Quickly, let's not lose sight of the Oglop!
Alright, back to Solution 9. And here we go to the Neon Stein. I've always wondered about this fortune teller's place because it's been a part of this stuff, and you can go in and see stuff going on. But okay. Nashu. See, cutesy oglop. It's in the palm of your hand. Hildibrand? What is that four-legged sculpture scurried off to? Okay. You do your thing. This establishment caters to lost souls seeking their true path. Due to high demand, however, I'm afraid we're completely booked for the coming months. We're not interested in your dubious divinations. Just tell old Cassia that Hardboiled is here to see her. Very well. One moment, please. What do you want, Hardhead? I've paid my debts to society, interfering with the legitimate business of an upstanding citizen. Says the woman who was Cornelius' most prized sorceress charlatan. I wager the only fortune to be found here is the one you're making off of gullible marks. Don't you dare lump me in with that double-crossing snake. It was his fault I went to prison. I've been done with the underworld ever since. My establishment is entirely above board. Alright, don't get your robes in a twist. It's Carnelian I want to ask you about anyhow. I'll spare you the whole messy story, so let's get down to brass tacks. Imagine there's a gizmo that can replicate any person or object in the world. What do you reckon a no-good crook knight like Cornelian would do if he got his hands on something like that? What kind of addle-brained... How should I know? The only thing Cornelian ever wanted was power. No matter how much he got, it was never enough. It seems his ancestor, the one they called the Lich, created the ultimate spell, and it eats him up that he's never had the arcane strength to cast it. Ancestral spell he hasn't got the juice for, huh? But how would a duplication gizmo help him with that? Not my area of expertise. I suppose you could search the public database and read up on the Lich if you're so inclined. Fair enough. We'll try our luck at the terminals in the commerce sector. Much obliged, Cassia. Alright, the Lich, eh? Another Final Fantasy reference. Okay. Here's the Infinite Shard. Alright. One teleport later. And we have to go... Let's see, let me check the map. All the way up there. Alrighty. Alright, there's Hardboiled, Hildibrand, Nashu, and Cheese Boy. These terminals are connected to Alexandria's public database. You can use them to learn all sorts of neat stuff. I'll see what I can dig up on this Lich character. Meanwhile, reckon you could look into what makes clots so special? Kishkai's other flunkies didn't get a choice of monster. When it came to Carnelian, it seems the Crime King specifically requested the clot as a vessel for his soul. Figured he was keen on their powers of mimicry.
Now I'm wondering if there was something more. Anyway, see what you can find. Alright. Say... plots. Okay. Plots. These amorphous organisms inhabit dense jungle environments and demonstrate an extraordinary capability for physical mimicry. When threatened, the clot will either mirror the threat itself or adopt a more intimidating form. Clots can also fuse with others of their species, and there are record cases of multiple clots merging into a single gigantic entity possessed of immense magical power. Oh, that explains it. That explains it. Well, no surprises from the bloodline that produced a maniac like Carnelian. Turns out this Lich guy was a real piece of work. The entry I read said he used sorcery to raise and bind the dead to his will, create an unstoppable spell that would immediately snuff out the life of any target. Oh, and that he also used necromancy to turn himself into a living corpse. This allowed him to keep amassing dark powers over a period of beyond the normal person's lifespan, which was the thing that earned him the Lich moniker. Too many years of nefarious undeading though, and the people came together to off him permanently. You know, Noir, my assistant, was killed by a spell I'd never seen before. And I reckon Carnelian took a page from his ancestors' book of necromancy to animate those poor bastards at the Caniloca Corpus. Wait. Could it be? How'd your research go, by the way? Learn anything useful? Indeed. So he's going to merge with himself, over and over. So multiple clots can merge together and make one humongous blob that wields all their magical power combined? That explains everything. Carlian means to create a bunch of Crime King copies and fuse into one big monstrous mook. Well, you and me are going to wreck those plans and avenge Noir Shoe's death once and for all. Do you want to loop Hildibrand in on this? Yeah, I've seen it hang around like a bad smell. But when it comes to exacting vengeance, that well-meaning dope will only get in the way. And besides, Carnelian is more dangerous than he's ever been. I won't give him the chance to hurt anyone else. Why are you so bullheaded about me being pals with the Inspector anyway? Oop, alarm. How do I say it that you... Should I just say you share the same soul? I'll say it. Because you share the same soul. You're saying like we're two of a kind. Yeah, I don't see it. Still, there's always been something weirdly familiar about the guy. Yeah, what have you got? Uh-huh. Alright, be there soon. That was Searsing telling us to come over. Kishkayu's woken up. I tried. Now I've been thinking, Rei'tan, what if the Oglok we've actually been seeing is actually Noir's shoe? So you had the same idea. When the detective was talking about his assistant, I swear that Inkset had a saddest look on its little face. Come now, Nashu. You heard as well that she perished by Carnelian's hand. But what if instead of dying, her soul was shunted into an Oglok's body in the same way the fugitives were stuffed into fiendish forms? I suppose it's possible, but it's... sounds like wishful thinking. Indeed. However, Nashu does have an uncanny sense for such things. Perhaps we should not dismiss the idea out of hand. Were we to explore the possibility, we might begin by chatting with the researcher zombie from whom my gentle dead man acquaintance befriended. Ray, continue your investigation alongside Detective Hardboiled. We shall contact you the moment we learn of Autumn's substance.
Sure thing. Alright. To the outskirts. Once again. Baboosh. Baboosh. Alright.
You're late, Chief. Got lost on the way or what? The case is promising an explosive end, and I'd hate for you to miss it.
Alright. Clotted crime. Hardboiled's eyes are alight with anticipation, nose full of the scent of his quarry.
Right, let's head inside and hear what Kashkai has to say for himself.
Alrighty. Not even taking that mask off, are you?
Well, Mastermind, what happened to you? Duplication device was restored.
Maybe I should do it like this.
The duplication device was restored. I had all that I required to build my genius army. But the mere moments before I began to replicate my brilliant self en masse, that damnable cur burned the hand that fed him. Seared as I was by Cornelian's sorcery, it was a miracle that I managed to escape at all. What of my ambitions? Not survives, but smoke and ashes. I want you to make him pay. You'll find the device in a hidden lab on the lowest level of the Cuniloca corpus. Cornelian's aim is mass self-replication, and that is where he must be. It will take time for the alien technology to do its work. Trying to tame a vicious breed like the Crime King was a gamble.
Oh, it was a gamble.
You lost, but lucky you, I was planning to bring him down anyway. Looks like I called how things played out, more or less. Don't twig that Cornelian would hole up in the lab right beneath our noses, though.
Hand the sorry over to the authorities as soon as he's able to walk. Might put up a fight, but I doubt he'd be much of a challenge for a strapping hunter like yourself. He's welcome to try, don't worry. I'll be sure to see him into custody.
We know where Cornelian is now, and I'm ready to charge in, guns blazing. But first I want to pay my respects at Norish's grave. While burying the dead isn't the custom in Alexandria, Norshu and I were never comfortable with the whole regulator deal. I'd be damned if I was going to forget and put her to rest was my way of honoring her memory. Night Stallion's been in the shop, so I'll head over and pick him up. Go on ahead to the name slates, and I'll meet you there.
Alright, name slates. That is pretty far out if I recall right. Well, quick warp to Electro Strike to speed up the process. I wonder if this one's going to have a trial like the Endwalker one, or if it's just going to be like the Heavensward one where there wasn't a trial. Well, we'll see. I wouldn't mind a trial. Give me something to do. But I always enjoy just derping around in these little Hildibrand excursions. Because you never know what you're going to get. Ugh. Oh. There's an instance. Your progress through the battle will be saved at certain points in the event. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Oh, Maimond. Surprise, it's me again. Got a letter here for you from the detective. Right, that's my business done. Time to pry into someone else's. Sure thing. It's weird. Why did he give me a letter? Sorry for the change of plans, Rei'tan, but I need to handle Carnelian alone. You've helped me out time and time again, but I ain't letting you risk your life for my personal vendetta. I'll put the Crime King in the ground where he belongs. You just sit tight and wait for the good news. Oh boy. Rei'tan!
Oh, Rei'tan! Hey, Rei'tan! I've learned the most astonishing fact. The new researcher recruit of our gentle dead friend here spoke of the lady he had seen on the lowest level of the Kaniloka Corpus. A lady who could very well be Noir's shoe.
Really?
She lies unmoving within a capsule of some kind, looking as if she's but dreams in a peaceful slumber. Then they made at once for Circene's house to demand the truth from Kishkai. The villain soon folded beneath my expert interrogation and admitted to transferring Noirshu's soul from her captive vessel into an Oglop shell.
Oh. Where is Detective Hardboiled, by the way? I want so badly to let him know his assistant is alive and well. Well, mostly.
I've got some bad news. He's going after the Crime King. Seeking vengeance on his own, you say? This calls for the utmost haste.
Oh boy. And off he goes. Wait for me, Inspector!
You should shamble along as well.
Right.
Oh boy.
Meanwhile, in the hidden depths of the Kaniloka Corpus... Oh boy.
Now that's a sickening sight. One bloodstained Crime King was already too much.
I don't recall sending you an invitation, Hardboiled. But no matter. I'm afforded the chance to put my to test my newfound strength.
Oof, the Danes might have called you a handsome once, but you might want to check a mirror. I can feel it surging through me, the nigh unlimited power. Behold, the majestic form of the Lich. Let us begin with a demonstration of my ancestors' dominion over the undead. Great, this keeps getting creepier.
Oh shit, I'm playing as Hardboiled? Okay. Gain access to a special dodge action. With the proper timing, you can use the Molting Python to avoid taking damage, even if you are within the area of an enemy attack. Certain enemy attacks will be preceded by a countdown icon. When this countdown progresses to the Molting Python icon, quickly use the Molting Python action. Okay, then. Okay.
Now you learn the true horror. Damn servants, I bid you to rise! Do your work. You can't even best these shambling puppets. Rise again, my thralls, I command you! It's getting old real fast. And living minions, tear that man apart!
I knew this was coming. Welcome back, Hildy. Let us remember to always comport ourselves in a gentle and ill manner, everyone!
What just happened?
Forcing our zombie brethren to act against their will is simply unconscionable. Whilst I do not condone violence, the situation appears to be beyond a peaceful resolution. Allow me to assist. Soft-boiled savior in hell? Thanks, pal.
You dare interfere? I'll kill you both!
I think this might actually be the Final Fantasy IX Lich. That just hit me, apparently. You're not detective, I, Hildibrand Agent Inquiry, are here to lend a hand. What can a fool like you hope to accomplish? Right, well, I'm counting on you, buddy. Alright. Violence is not the answer! Alright, seems simple enough.
I am your doom!
So that's his... Alright, time to move around. Alright. Okay. Okay. Let me... There we go. Get rid of those. Okay.
I think that's all it takes to break us.
Alexandrian pawns.
Can't keep a guy down. Try again, bozo. Damn you!
Alright. This is an interesting trial. Okay.
I shan't be caught off guard this time.
Alright.
If that is how it must be, then I will hold back nothing. How many murder machines in a row? We must have an answer to that. Detective, remember my electrifying handstand? There we go. Curse you! More! I must have more! That all you got? Oof, I feel a touch dizzy. The entire stock of my armaments destroyed? Who is this foppish imbecile?
Ooh, that was actually kind of close.
I will not allow him to ruin my moment of triumph. What was that? Ugh, feel that in the morning. Die! Damn, he's getting fried! Inconceivable! No mortal can withstand such power! Violence is not the answer! He's one tough egg, and I reckon we could use that ether. Hildibrand, give me all the juice you got! Of course, Detective. Our moment has come.
Alrighty. Limit break, baby. And down you go. I'm here. What'd I miss?
This one's for Noir Shoe. Hold your detective! Hold your fire, detective! Your assistant is alive! What did you say? I warned you about being soft-hearted, Boiled. Will you never learn? I wanted you to save such exquisite magecraft for more fitting victims. But now you claws will witness the ultimate spell firsthand. With unholy power drawn from the darkest abyss, I shall sever soul from corporeal ether. Death!
Oh shit.
Inspector! Hildibrand!
Oh dear. You're still breathing, but your soul's out. Oh, I've died. How unmandavillian of me.
Ah, I've slain the dolt instead. I'm glad to be rid of that most bothersome gnat. Is that Hildibrand's ghost?
Oh, such bittersweet sorrow. The soul should dissipate as soon as after leaving the flesh. But lo, a resilient zombie overlord endures in spectral form.
Hello? This battle isn't over!
I can handle this.
Even with your entire entourage of fools, you cannot contest our power combined!
No. No! You're shitting me. You are shitting me. Master Zombiebrand's spiritual essence has merged with Master Hardboiled's physical form. It's brilliant. It's blinding. It's...
A pure gold soul! This changes nothing! Hardboiled? It cannot be! Hardboiled's not here right now. You can call us Hildibrand, and your goose is cooked. My dear fellow. Oh shit! No evil can stand against the giant golden Mandeville man!
Okay, I wasn't needed. Perfect. Fabulous. No notes. Golden. Literally.
Yes, you've learned the truth of it. Your precious Noir shoe never really died. Ishkai needed a subject for his soul transference experiments, and the task of procuring the victim fell to me. Your name, Hardboiled, was at the top of my hit list. I drew upon ancestral sorcery to cast you into a death-like sleep. For ease of delivery, you understand. When your meddling assistant threw herself into the spell's path, I was forced to settle for her instead. I had to dig up Noir Shoe's corpse following the burial, then proffer her to Kishkai in place of your sorry hide. So it was that her soul ended up in that insect vessel. You bastard! You did that knowing how much I hate Oglops? Now, let us remain civilized. The process is entirely reversible. Oh dear, my apologies. I feel the draw of an irresistible force. Oh, that's right. Master Zombie Bread has died, and to his untethered soul comes the call. See you on the other side, my friends. Don't leave me behind, Inspector. Look, his body's still breathing. We gotta drag that soft-boiled soul back. I smote that simpleton with enough ultimate death magic to kill him 10 times over. There is no coming back. I must do the dance! Here we go. Well, hey now, don't tell me you've gone and cracked.
Come on, Hildibrand. Come on, Hildy. We're not done with you yet. Ooh, I say! What can't the Manderville do? Thanks to the stirring performance performed by my adventuring associate, I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, have returned to life, and am back on the case. But you can't! It's not possible! Expression! Toughest guy I ever saw. Now what was that about fixing Noir's shoe? You can really get her back to normal? Your assistant's recumbent form is being held within this very facility. You need but extract her soul from the Oglop, reunited with her original body. I had Kashkai perform me with a step-by-step procedure for operating the transference apparatus. It should pose no great difficulty to restore Mistress Noir's shoe ourselves. The rest of us should wait at the entrance then. This has been a good Hildibrand. This has been a really good Hildibrand. Hey Carnelian, how you doing? Even the ultimate death magic failed to slay him. Never mind those other fiends. That dolt was the true monster. Hey Nashu. The Inspector is unstoppable! Oh god, ain't that the fucking truth. You know what? It stinks in here. Let's head outside. Detective Hardboiled! Hey, Dollface. You're looking well. Hi, I'm Norshu. Thank you ever so much for putting me back in my own body. Of course. Happy to help. The resemblance to Nashu is, as you say, uncanny. Right? Like peas in a pod, I tell ya. Aw, this is sweet. Right. I've had my fill of musty old labs. Time to blow this joint.
Hey, who said you could ride the stallion? Surely one's few fellows such as ourselves are above cursory formalities such as asking for permission. Whoa! Whoa! Oh no. Watch that lightning! The chassis can't take a direct hit! Oh no. God, here we go. Mummy! And wait for me, Inspector. Oh, good lord, and off he goes again. Gosh, that looks dangerous! He'll be fine. It's Night Stallion I'm worried about. I just had him repaired. How did I lose to such idiots? Am I dreaming? Surely this is a nightmare. I'll deliver Mr. Lotsaclots over to the Tin Men. You can head back with Noir to my place in Solution 9. Sure. And I shall re-enter the facility to recruit from the remaining zombies. I bid you gentle people a good day. Yeah, off he goes. It's always the case with Hildy. Once a case is done, he bolts into the blue. Hey, Noir. I keep saying Noir. Behind that rubbish receptacle is where I would hide and keep watch over the detective. It was surprisingly fun living as an Oglop, but boy am I glad to be back in my own body. I bet you are. That makes two of us. Couldn't imagine you having one of those creepers as an assistant. Couldn't imagine having one of those creepers as an assistant. I went and handled Carnelian over to the authorities. They'll restore him and all his monstrous pals back to their original mook cells and toss them in the slammer. In other words, that's all she wrote for the case of the fiendish fugitives. You're a handy fellow to have around, Rei'tan. As thanks for sticking with me and through thick and thin, I made you a replica of my Night Stallion. Doesn't have the same customizations, but it still runs plenty fast. Use this key when you're ready to ride. Oh hey, now I have another one of these. I have a gift for you too, of sorts. I made a lot of friends while I was Oglopped, and one of the little fellows had a big dream of traveling the world. Huh? Take him along in your adventures. He'll be fantastic company. Okay. My own Oglop buddy. They're kind of cute. Look at you embracing danger. I told you those tiny devils are harbingers of disease and death. Oh, there are no such things. Oglops are harmless, not to mention cute as a tightness button. Right. Well, it's your funeral. Keep it where you can see it, or stow it away in your pack. Speaking of companions, I wonder where that gentleman fop in Nashu disappeared to. Not that I'm worried or anything, but I owe him a tip of the hat at the very least. Anyhow, Noir and me are going to get back to running our detective agency here in Solution 9. Hopefully we'll cross paths again on some other case. Our time together was a great alleyway of life, but was brief but let me redo that. Our time together in the great alleyway of life was brief but golden, like the richest, yellowest of yolk. See you around, Rei'tan.
Alright, see you later, Hardboiled. Oh, the little guy. Wanna come with me? Nice Stallion activation key, Oglop, and Pulper of Inquiry Orchestrion roll. And that be that! With the completion of the inconceivably further Hildibrand adventures, you can now exchange MGP for a new Orchestrion roll by speaking with the Gold Saucer attendant. Okay. Thank you. I've been meaning to find something to spend my MGP on. His trails evaporated like mist in the neon haze. The city carried on, uncaring. I fell into an unfamiliar humdrum rhythm, my world gone curiously quiet. It was gnawing absence of irritating yet endearing whimsy. That's life, ain't it? No such thing as a perfect egg. Let me leave you with a few words of wisdom. If it ain't tough, it ain't boiled enough. But sometimes a man needs to be gentle. Who are you talking to, detective? Oh, it's not exploding. And that Hildibrand will return? Hopefully in Evercold. And with that... Oh! Oh, that's cute. Gently does it. Alrighty. That is it for Hildibrand. Now, where do I put it in terms of the other Hildibrand series? I don't think it topped Endwalker. Endwalker was so ridiculously over the top that I don't think it's going to be matched anytime soon. I will say this is better than Stormblood. Better than Heaven's Ward. Maybe. The first Hildibrand was actually really good as well. So this might be kind of having a three-way tie between ARR, Heaven's Ward, and Dawntrail. These are tied for 3. I'm not sure where I'd put either of them. So that's that for now. There's still one last bit of stuff to do in Dawntrail for me, and that will be the patch 5.6 questline, which will be happening in September. So with that, that will end my excursion through Dawntrail and my preparation to get into Evercold. I'm thinking of doing a few changes around here. Mainly I'm thinking about getting a different VTuber model, or PNG tuber to be exact. But we'll see how that goes. But for now, I hope you all enjoyed this excursion through Hildibrand. This has been Ray, signing off. Later guys, and have a good day.